Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something really fascinating, how people are building highly profitable, completely faceless digital assets using nothing but AI tools. You know, you can totally forget the old way of needing to be this charismatic on-camera personality with thousands of dollars in fancy gear. We're going to explore a specific, step-by-step methodology derived from successful creators who treat YouTube not just as a hobby, but as a scalable business. So, let's jump right in.
Okay, let's dive into this. Over $1 million. That's a staggering number, right? But that is the actual massive yearly earning potential and reality for top channels in the kids animation niche, like CoComelon. Now, when we see a channel pulling in millions of bucks every single year, it's super easy to assume they were backed by massive Hollywood studios from day one. But the source material gives us a pretty big reality check here. They literally started from scratch. Just regular people who wanted to put some joyful content out into the world. They built it piece by piece, and yeah, today they're backed by huge investors. The traffic on YouTube is absolutely already there. The demand for content, especially children's educational content, is just massive. So let's examine exactly how creators are attempting to consistently supply that content.
So, here's our quick roadmap for this explainer. First, we'll look at the faceless YouTube empire. Second, generating lyrics and music. Third, creating the animated video itself. Fourth, packaging for clicks. And fifth, the rules for channel growth. And you'll definitely want to stick around for those rules at the end because they are absolutely crucial for monetization.
All right, Section 1, the Faceless YouTube Empire, focusing on digital assets.
So we are looking at a massive paradigm shift here. It's like night and day. On one hand, you've got the traditional channel. This requires, high camera confidence, really expensive lighting, and hours upon hours of manual video editing skills. The barrier to entry is painfully high. But then you have the digital asset channel. It's totally faceless. The content is AI generated. And most importantly, because your face and personal identity aren't tied to it, it becomes its own distinct entity, a completely sellable asset. Creators build these things up to generate passive income. And if they ever decide they want out, well, they can literally sell the entire channel to an investor. It's a real game changer.
Actually, there's a specific quote from the source that perfectly anchors everything we're analyzing today. "This is how I became a millionaire within 2 years from these kinds of digital assets, and from thinking with this mindset." It's that last part, right? Thinking with this mindset. That's the key. This isn't just about, playing around with fun new AI tools. It's about a total perspective shift, moving from being just a quote-unquote content creator to being a true digital asset builder. Once you view a YouTube channel as a piece of digital real estate, the way you build it fundamentally changes. Moving right along to Section 2, generating lyrics and music, the AI symphony.
Now, this workflow is lightning fast, and honestly, the best part is it relies entirely on free tools. Here's how it works. Step 1, you open up ChatGPT and just ask it for song lyrics. Step 2, you take those exact lyrics and paste them into a free AI music generator called Suno AI. That's suno.com. You don't need to know how to play an instrument, and you certainly don't need to sing. Suno will just generate multiple variations of a fully produced track based on the lyrics you gave it. You just listen through, find the one that's the absolute catchiest and most kid-friendly, and then step 3, download that MP3 right to your computer. Literally in a matter of minutes, you've got the whole audio foundation for your video.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly how you want to approach that first step in ChatGPT. Notice how you don't just say, hey, write a kid's song. Instead, you prompt it to, and I quote, create a fun, preppy kids song that teaches kids about the story of Noah's Ark. The source heavily emphasizes that niching down here is incredibly powerful. By combining a specific vibe, like fun preppy, with a highly specific educational topic, like Noah's Ark, you give the AI exactly what it needs to output highly targeted, engaging lyrics with easy-to-sing words and lots of repetition.
Okay, let's get into the visual side in Section 3, creating the animated video, the core engine.
So to generate the actual visuals, the source points us to one specific, highly powerful tool, InVideo AI. Now, this isn't just a basic video editor. It's a generative AI platform that can create unique, full-blown animated videos from simple text prompts. But I want to be fully transparent here, just as the source is. While the tools we used for the song were 100% free, the high-quality animation engine required to make this whole thing work effectively, that is a paid investment. To get access to the generative animation capabilities, the stuff that makes these videos truly unique and not just a bunch of boring stock footage stitched together, you do need their generative plan. The source notes this runs about $96 a month, but remember, when you're treating this as a business, this just becomes your primary overhead cost.
Now, once you're inside InVideo AI, the workflow is honestly super straightforward. First things first, make sure you switch the settings over to V3 animation mode. Next, you just paste in the exact same prompt you used in ChatGPT along with those lyrics and basically tell the system to build a video around it. But we're not quite done yet. You'll want to use the edit command box to add bold, interactive subtitles right onto the screen. That's huge for keeping viewers engaged. See a scene you don't love? Just click and swap it out. And oh, check this out. Here's a massive hidden gem from the source. You can actually ask the AI to translate the entire video into Spanish. That is a brilliant hack for targeting completely different, maybe slightly less saturated markets globally using your exact same core concept. Once it looks perfect, you upload that MP3 we made earlier, sync the whole shebang up, and download your finished video.
Which brings us to Section 4, Packaging for Clicks, Thumbnails and Uploads. Because a great video still needs to get clicked.
You know, it might seem like you need advanced Photoshop skills to make a decent YouTube thumbnail, but the source gives us this wonderfully simple hack. Step 1, simply watch your shiny new animated video and pause it on the absolute brightest, most eye-catching frame. Step 2, just take a screenshot. If you're on a Mac, use Shift plus Command plus 4. On Windows, just hit the Windows key plus Shift plus S to open up that snipping tool. Grab that perfect frame. And step 3, when you're uploading the video to YouTube, simply upload that bright screenshot as your custom thumbnail. The whole goal here is visual clickbait, right? You want a bright, bold image that literally stops a parent or a kid mid-scroll.
Finally, Section 5, Rules for Channel Growth, the Business Strategy. Let's slow down a bit here, because we're moving out of the fun tech demo phase and into serious long-term business strategy.
8. This number is absolutely crucial. It's perhaps the most important technical rule for your entire content strategy. You have to make your videos over 8 minutes long. Why? Well, according to YouTube's monetization policies, once a channel is eligible to actually make money, videos that cross that magic 8-minute mark allow you to place multiple ads throughout the video. A short 3-minute video severely limits your earning potential. So by mixing and matching those AI-generated songs into longer compilations to cross that 8-minute threshold, you maximize your revenue. And hey, remember, when creators make money, YouTube makes money, which totally incentivizes their algorithm to push your videos out to even more people. It's a win-win.
So the crucial point is this: treat this automation channel as a true business model, not a get-rich-quick scheme. We already covered the 8+ minute rule for maximum ad revenue. Next up, do not sleep on YouTube Shorts. You can easily clip those longer videos into shorts to drive way faster subscriber growth. Third, don't try to reinvent the wheel here. Look at the channels in your specific niche that are already going viral and model your titles and descriptions after theirs. Fourth, and I can't stress this enough, you gotta commit to the long term. You can't just post 2 videos and expect overnight success. It requires real, sustained effort, just like opening a physical brick-and-mortar store. And finally, because it does require that long-term effort, pick a niche you actually enjoy. Find some purpose in the content you're generating so the whole process stays fun and sustainable for you.
So, we've covered the millionaire mindset, the lightning-fast AI workflow, the exact tools you need, and the hard business rules required to scale it all up. The barrier to entry has quite literally never been lower. You've got the blueprint to build a faceless, highly sellable digital asset right from your laptop. So, I want to leave you with this final provocative question. What niche will you choose for your first digital asset? Will it be educational space videos, biblical stories, fun math songs? The choice is entirely yours. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I highly encourage you to take that first step and start exploring these tools today. See you next time.